Iron Claw is an A24 movie about the Von Erich family and the tragedy within. It stars Zac Efron, the guy who is putting asses on the seat, and then Jeremy Allen White, the second guy putting asses on the seat. You may know Jeremy from his Calvin Klein ad and also the TV series The Bear. A lot of women say he's sexy. I don't see it, but they swear this man is sexy.
Silly you, what did you think? He's dead for life 'cause he bought you a drink. She'll get disease. Hey, pretty please.
Yo, Andrew here. This movie is about the Von Erich family who are said to be cursed because they keep on self-deleting.
Ever since I was a child, people said my family was cursed.
Well, not all of them, but at least 4 of them. Their father was a bit of a muppet, an asshole if you will, but he was a product of his time, so we gotta forgive him for that. And with that said, I'm going to give you the plot of this movie and then later the pros and cons and my ratings, so please stick around. An asshole father forces 5 of his kids to achieve goals he couldn't achieve growing up in the wrestling world and blames them for not achieving the goals, so they kill themselves due to the immense pressure to please him. Okay, that plot may be true, but let's do that again with the proper plot. This is the true story of the inseparable Von Erich brothers who made history in the intensely competitive world of professional wrestling in the early 1980s. Through tragedy and triumph under the shadow of their domineering father and coach. Okay, so the first plot I gave right there was really how I felt because I was thinking they should have knocked this guy out, or at the very least ignored their dad because they gave him far too much respect, which brought their demise. Let's now move on to the pros and cons. I will start with cons first. Con number 1. Zac Efron looks nothing like Kevin Von Erich, but I understand why he was casted because he's a very popular actor and he puts asses on the seat. This movie is a $15 million budget of a film, and we don't want to put a no-name actor and ruin the entire returns. I think it's made $30 million, which is breaking even almost. Con number 2. They cut out the story of Lance Von Erich, and I'm not sure why they did that, but it makes me feel like the story is now not as authentic as it could have been. It was like he never existed. Con number 3. They didn't tell the story exactly how it happened, which I don't understand because this is a true story. I could just Google the information. However, for some reason, I just do not understand why they didn't tell exactly how it happened. Also, there are 5 brothers, but they only focused on 4. What's up with that? Con number 4. Now, because this movie is a true story, which means it's a very slow burn. Absolutely slow. So much dialogue. There was a couple sitting right over there and they just got up and left. The reason they left is because I'm sure they came to see Zac Efron's abs do its thing and they weren't ready for all that emotional dialogue and baggage. So they just left. It was a dramatic journey. And that's it for cons. Let's go over to pros. Pro number 1. Zac Efron gave a brilliant performance in this film. It was the best he could do with the source material, and I absolutely respect that. Also, I respect his commitment to making those abs pop as hard as they did. It takes so much commitment to get that absolutely ripped. Pro number 2. The Von Erich father was brilliantly portrayed by Holt McCallany, and he was absolutely believable in this film. He knocked that role right out the park. Pro number 3. The director brilliantly expressed family and the unwavering unconditional love between the Von Erich brothers, and there is undeniable beauty to that. Pro number 4. Kevin Von Erich is still alive today and has a shitload of kids and also grandkids because he lost a lot of brothers, and I can understand why he would like to start his own community. It's simply beautiful. It makes you shed a bit of a tear. Pro number 5. The pace of this film is very slow and easy to follow, but it's not one of those films that you would watch twice. Once you're done with the first time, it's over. It's just too sad to come back to. Pro number 6. Even though the Von Erich family are actually Atkins, the new generation Atkins still use the ring name Von Erichs, even though their father stopped using the Von Erich name to avoid bad luck, since all his brothers are dead through self-harm. Well, except one. He was sick and died in Japan. I'm gonna go ahead and rate this movie 5 out of 10 because It's a good movie, but I feel like it strays a little bit away from the true story for my liking. But it's a story well told nonetheless. This is not an exciting movie to go and watch in cinemas if you want to be entertained. However, if you want a vaguely accurate story about the Von Erich family, with Zac Efron shirtless a lot, this would be the right movie to see. But be warned, it's a very emotional movie and the subject matter is very dark. And that's my 2 cents. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. And if this video brought you any value whatsoever, please like and consider subscribing. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys later. Peace.